Hello, everyone. How are you today? I hope that everyone is having such a wonderful day. I know I probably need to wait until some more people come on, but I really do hope everyone's having a wonderful week so far. I know for me that I've been having a very phenomenal week. It's been really good. I It's just been real good to me. Like this week has been productive. I have been making some moves, making some real major moves in my life, and it looks good. It looks good. So I hope everyone has been having just as wonderful of a week as I have been having. So I want to welcome each and every one of you to Wind Down Wednesdays with Jovita. How are you today? For those of you who do not know me, because I like to go ahead and get started because I do believe everyone's time is precious. So for those of you who do not know me, I am Javita, and I help single moms go from feeling frustrated and lonely to devising a plan to help build their network and their net worth so that they can reduce stress, find financial freedom, and live a life full of love and abundance. I empower women to live confident, authentic lives unapologetically. So, again, welcome to Wind Down Wednesdays. Today's topic is change of seasons. Being that this is the first day of spring, that means the season has changed. We have gone from the winter season, now we're into the spring season, and today is the first day. Usually, when you change seasons, you do a lot of cleaning, or you kind of just regroup and reevaluate things in your life. You This time of year is what we have a lot of spring cleaning. A lot of people do a lot of spring cleaning to get rid of things, declutter, just get rid of a whole lot of stuff. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is the change of season, and how the change of season could be a good thing. I know a lot of people don't like when spring comes, and I'm one of them, because in between that transition between winter and spring, my sinuses, I get hay fever, everything just acts up terribly. And this year has been the worst so far. But you overcome that, because in that transition period, you know that a change is coming. So I know that there's going to be a change of season when my hay fever comes and when my sinuses act up, when I have all that pressure and I can barely open my eyes. I know that there's a change of season coming. So there's a transformation happening in nature. So we go through that in life. We have that change of season where there's a transformation happening with us between seasons. And sometimes we don't realize that we are going through a transition between seasons because we're not focused on, our end goal. We're not focused on living that next level life. So what we tend to do is we ignore it, or we just kind of get confused and just think, oh, well, this too shall pass. And it will pass. But you have to understand that as you're going through that transition between seasons, you are preparing yourself for your new season. And in your new season, you have to declutter. And that's why I said spring cleaning. So you have to declutter. You have to declutter a lot of things. Most people, you have to declutter. Most people declutter their homes. They go through their closets. They wash the windows. That was back in the day when your grandma said, "Go wash the windows." But you wash the windows. You do extra dusting. You open the window so you can let some fresh air in the house, because it's been closed for like 3 months or so. Depending on where you live, because in some places you can leave your windows open year round. But that change of season just bring a breath of fresh air, and you just want to get rid of things. You want to get clarity on a lot of stuff. So we can look at the change of seasons and that spring cleaning as we see our lives today. So in this change of season, you have to declutter. And there are things you have to declutter. And what I want you to focus on decluttering is you have to declutter your personal space. And not only your personal physical space, but your personal emotional space, your mental space. You just have to just have room for that. You have to declutter that area so that you can gain clarity and so that you can just have a better understanding of where you're supposed to go in this next season in your life. So remember, we just have to it's that we have to declutter our personal space, and you have to really think about it on a deeper level, because you have to declutter your mind. This is what you think, how you think about certain things. You have goals that you're trying to reach, and so you can't reach them, and you weren't supposed to reach them in that past season, and so you were struggling with it during that change of season. Now the new season is here, and now it's time to activate. It's time to activate those goals. It's time to do what you need to do to get those goals accomplished. So you have to declutter some things and get some things out of your way so you can have clarity on the direction that you are supposed to go. So like your personal space really needs to be clean. Your house. Because definitely your house has something to do with it. Your personal space around you. If you have a lot of clutter around you, you kind of can't think clearly. And I don't know, maybe that's just me in my life, because when I have just a lot of clutter, just a lot of things that just out of place and all that, I just cannot think straight. I am not clear. I just can't. I just don't know. I'm just like, I just quit sometimes because I just can't think clearly. But once I start decluttering, those things in my personal space, then my mind starts decluttering, and then I start seeing things more clearly. So that's what you do when it changes seasons. You get to that new season and you're clearing things out so you know where you're going to go, your next level. So not only do you have to declutter your personal space, which includes your house, your mind, um, probably your physical space and all of that, your heart, all of that, it's just soul searching. But you also have to declutter your finances. And what I mean by decluttering your finances is you just have to really kind of take a step back and really see where your money is going. Because I hear far too many people complain about, I make so much money, but I don't know where it's going. Well, are you tracking it? Just track your money and see where it's going. Declutter your finances. If you have like a lot of debt, you need to sit down and really look at it and be real with yourself and try to devise your own plan to get out of that, because during this change of season, you're never going to really see clearly what's going on with your finances. And if your goal is to pay off certain things, or your goal could be to save for some big purchase or something like that. But if you don't know what's going on because you're not clear and you got so much clutter going on around your finances and in your personal space, then you won't be able to just see clearly on the pathway to cleaning that out. So you have to declutter your personal space. You have to declutter your finances. And another thing you do have to declutter in this change of season, we're doing spring cleaning, y'all. I'm telling you, we have to clean house. We have to clean house up with everything. So you have to declutter your circle. And I know you've heard people say that time and time again. You've heard me say that time and time again, but you have to declutter your circle. Your circle they can clutter a lot of your judgment. They can clutter a lot of your thinking. They can clutter a lot of your opinions. They can just add a whole lot of clutter into your life, and you just really can't think clearly. And you're trying, to live, like I said, your next level life, but you can't think because you have this circle of people who are just cluttering your space, and you don't know how to operate, or you just can't figure out how to incorporate this circle into what you're trying to do into your new season. So what you have to do is declutter. I'm not telling you to get rid of them and send them away, but for this season in your life, you may need to just back away and declutter them for a minute. Clean it up however you choose to clean it up, but clean it up and then surround yourself with the people that you need. You know how during the spring, during the wintertime, in the fall, the leaves drop and they're dead and all that. Let's clean up these leaves. Clean up these leaves. And these leaves are, like I said, your personal space, your finances, and your circle. Let's clean these leaves up so you can have more clarity in your life. Because we all want to be clear. We all want to know what our purpose is, what direction we're supposed to take, what's our next step, how are we going to move towards the next level, this, that, and the third. We want to know all of these things, and we get confused. And in the transition phase, we don't know exactly how we're going to get there because we have too much clutter. So we cannot focus on what it is we need to focus on so we can get to our next level. So we can like embrace the change of seasons. So I just wanted to come on here and just kind of just share that with you guys. So that's been on my heart. And just for a personal testimony from me, like when the seasons changes, not only does my sinuses act up, and I know exactly when it happens. I know the season's about to change, but not only does my sinus act up, not only does do I get hay fever and all this other stuff, but also my mind is like scattered all over the place. And I just can't think straight. I can't concentrate. I can't focus on what it is I need to focus on. Y'all, I've been working on a project for like the past 2 years that should have been done already. And because of this transition and this change of season and the clutter that I have in my life, I have not been able to focus on those things. So I had to take a step back and really like, okay, this is my time to really declutter. I know I'm going through a transition period, and the change of season reminds me of that because my body goes through it. So, you just go through it and you figure it out. But I had to declutter things in my life. And the things that I decluttered was my personal space, like I said, my physical surroundings and my mind. I had to declutter that stuff. I got a plan for, what I want to do with my finances. I know where things are going. I'm not like all over the place. And I have decluttered my circle. Now, like I said, you can declutter it however you want. I haven't gotten rid of my circles. I have many different circles, but I have decluttered my circle. And if that means me removing myself for just a little period of time, then that's what I have to do so that I can gain the clarity I need so I can move forward, because I can't pour into my circle if I have no clue where I'm going or how I can pour into them. I have no clarity. So I just want you guys to, just take that away. It is the change of season. It's the first day of spring. It's time. It's time to do some spring cleaning. And what we have to clean up, we just got to clean up our personal space. We got to clean up our finances, and we got to clean up our circles. All right. So I thank each and every one of you for joining me. I thank you for the love and support that you have given me these past couple of years with Wind Down Wednesdays. I'm excited every time I get on here. You guys just don't know what this does for me. It helps me, and I pray that I am also helping someone else. And if you feel as though that my message could bless someone else, because it may not be for you, and I understand that. But if you feel as though my message can bless someone else, please share. Let them know. Share the wealth. Don't keep it all to yourself. And I know you love me so much that you want to keep me all to yourself. But don't keep it all to yourself. Share it, because each one reach one. So we're all collectively in this together. So you can follow me on Facebook. I do this every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And it's on Facebook and it's on YouTube. So if you miss me, you can look at the replay on Facebook, or you just go find me on YouTube. And it's all under Jovita Miller. Jovita N. Miller. You will find me. I'm all over social media. So if I could be of any assistance to anyone, if you just want to pick my brain or anything like that, I do offer a free 30-minute consultation. And you can go to www.chatwithjovita.info and schedule some time with me, and we'll sit down and we'll chat about some things. Okay. All right. So I thank you guys. Talk with you later. Love you. Bye.